Why do you always start like this? Like burping or
I have to get it
or...
out of my system, okay? Alright, your college football preview week 6. Alright, welcome. Week 5 was interesting. We had a lot of bad games, but we also had some tight ones. Remember how we told you to watch that FSU Wake Forest game, and it turned out to actually be pretty good?
It was.
Yeah, but then we also did...
I remember how we also said that Washington State could knock off USC, and
I remember
fucking
that.
Pullman went nuts like only they can. It was great.
Pretty awesome. And dude, the TV's kind of distracting. Should we just
fun? I can turn it off. I don't want to touch it.
I'm sorry, but the Yankees are probably going to win, guys. I'm sorry if I'm like... I don't mean to spoil it if you're someone who was like, oh, I'm going to watch the college football preview instead of the taped Yankee game. And then we spoiled the game for you, so I'm sorry if that's the case. But, yeah, no, what did we... What else did we say was going to be good? Okay, yeah, the Wake Forest game, which Wake Forest forgot that you should probably play prevent defense when the game's on the line.
Yeah, that was
it's kind of a miracle.
I thought they were gonna pull it off, but they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
First win for FSU this year,
which is pretty hilarious when you think about it.
So I don't remember any other memorable games from last weekend. Were there any other ones?
Cal lost.
That wasn't all that surprising.
Me and Eamon were seeing the Shins and Spoon,
yeah.
So we actually did not have to watch Cal lose, which was nice.
Yeah, it was a nice, a happy accident.
Yep.
It turned out that way.
Rest in peace, Tom Petty, big college football fan, I think.
Legend.
I just made that up. I actually don't know if you had any interest in college football, but it's a cool guy. What else happened last weekend? Anything else interesting? Oh, Troy beat LSU.
Of course.
Which is why LSU is not in the preview at all this week.
Yeah, that's pretty much the nail in the coffin for Ed Orgeron. I mean, he's gonna be the. There's an article today that lays out why his contract is probably going to keep him there longer than he actually deserves to, because his agent got him such a good buyout. So he's
amazing.
He's there for the long haul, it seems like.
Yep, LSU will be bad for
especially
some
because they're still also paying Les Miles.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Shit. That's college football coach. It's a career you should consider. Anyway, let's launch into this week.
Let's go.
Thursday night. We got number 17, University of Louisville.
Yeah, this one's going up against a pretty good NFL Thursday night game, so you'll have to make your pick this week.
We're not gonna lie, I'm probably just gonna put the NFL on. Louisville at North Carolina State, number 24 at 5 p.m.
Yeah, Louisville's still 17th, even though they've had sort of a underwhelming year. Obviously,
let's be real, they've
got Lamar Jackson and just a bunch of tackling dummies with names on their jerseys.
Yeah, let's go on an even more global scale. Louisville's got some problems outside of football. You know what I'm saying, hey? Rick Pitino stated yesterday that he's actually going to try to sue the school for breach of contract, even though, A, he allowed his recruits to have hookers purchased for them and didn't get fired for that, and then eventually got fired for loads of NCAA violations and fraud.
He's just a bad person. Why are we talking about Rick Pitino, though?
Because he's a bad person and because he coached at Louisville.
Fair enough.
And Bobby Petrino's name rhymes with his.
Yeah, I always thought that was
Petrino, Rick Petrino.
I think I've heard that reggaeton song before.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm sure Papa John will be in attendance for this game. That's about all that'll be interesting about this one.
Yeah, I mean, NC State runs the same offense every year. It's relatively effective. If they can grab themselves an okay quarterback, they can usually survive. This is the school that produced
Phillip Rivers, Russell Wilson before he went to Wisconsin, and Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett. That's what I was trying to think of. So they produced some pretty solid mobile quarterbacks for the most part. Louisville, meanwhile, has the Heisman winner.
Yeah, and then nothing else really.
Yeah, and nothing else. The NC State at least usually has guys who can block, guys who can sometimes run the ball, and guys who can catch the ball.
Anyways, for a matchup of two ranked teams, I'm really not all that interested in. This
I know
game.
it's really one of the least interesting
I'll
ranked
give it
teams.
3.5.
I'll give it 4 because I think it might be a tight one.
Fair
But
enough.
it's like an unenthusiastic 4.
Fair enough.
We're gonna skip Friday because there's junk games. I think if you want to watch the American Conference and maybe like one other game,
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself.
don't waste your time. Go outside. Saturday morning, we skip the morning part.
On Saturday morning.
We're going straight to 12:30, and it's gonna be number 23, Western Virginia University
I think it's just West Virginia.
at Western University.
Sure.
At TCU Texas Christian, number 8.
Yeah.
How did they get to number 8 so quickly?
You know what? People are overlooking them. They're a good team.
Yep.
I think
They're a sneaky team. This is a good test for them. They haven't had a ton of challenging games outside of the Big 12. This is a Big 12 game.
Yes.
So this is the beginning of their conference play?
No, I think they played somebody else if I
Yeah,
remember correctly,
they played a
but
much
their
weaker
schedule is
Big 12
going to
team.
ramp it up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But I have faith in the Horned Frogs.
I'm gonna ratchet this one up to a 4.
Nice.
Son.
I'm gonna say 4.5.
I don't think TCU is below WVU.
Actually, no, I'm gonna say 4.
Okay. I don't think TCU is below WVU out of the water level yet.
Yeah.
As I recall, WVU would be much better if not for that Virginia Tech game that they lost.
Yes.
Yeah. And when it was a tight game, so it really could have gone either way. They could be a much better rank.
Let's see. That's a pretty good game.
Yeah. So
Check that one out.
That could be a really good one. Check that out at 12:30. Also at 12:30, we have. It's okay. This is. I don't know if this has happened before. I'm sure it has. We have 11 games starting at 12:30.
That's a lot.
That's
I think
a
it
lot.
probably has happened before, but
It probably has. I'd like to meet the guy who has enough cable channels to actually get all of them. I'm really curious. If you're out there, can you leave a
I
comment?
want to be that guy.
Yeah, leave a comment on YouTube. I want to know how you got the channels.
And the
Really
and the
curious.
TVs.
Yeah, and don't just be like, well, I just stream them on freetv.net. I want to know someone who actually has like a cable subscription that somehow comes with all of this. Maybe it's Fubo TV that has
It's probably some guy in Russia who does it.
Yeah, it's probably, yeah. But anyway, let's skip on down. This is a good rivalry weekend. We have a Big Ten rivalry and an ACC rivalry. We're going to start it with the ACC one. Also at 12:30 p.m., you have number 13, University of Miami, at the formerly great Florida State University.
Yeah, this would have been a great game in pretty much any other year. Obviously, Florida State's had their problems this year with injuries and whatnot. But this still is the battle for the state of Florida because we don't count any of the other Florida schools.
We'll have to wait till next year to find out if Miami can hang with DeAndre Francois. But this should be a good game, despite FSU's shittiness. This will be a good game because it's a rivalry game, and it's at FSU.
Absolutely.
If it wasn't at FSU, we wouldn't be talking about
I think this will be a fun one. I'm going to give it 4.5, and hopefully there will be plenty of opportunities for Miami to wear the turnover chain.
I hope so. I fucking love the turnover chain. I have to flip it EAMONNS other way this time. This might be the biggest distance. I'm just gonna say the score that first popped in my head. I'm gonna say 3.5.
All right.
And I know it's kind of mean that I'm saying 3.5, but I just don't know if FSU can hang, even though this is a rivalry
That's
game.
fair. That's fair.
And that's pretty good. Okay. Next up, we have the other rivalry. This is 4 hours later, so you're actually gonna have time to go get snacks, which is rare.
Snacks.
I know.
Snacks?
Snacks.
Snacks.
It's Alexandra over there with the snacks. We've got Michigan State University, you may have heard of them, at Michigan, number 7, 4:30 p.m. Why is this one on our list when Michigan State has been so trash this year?
They haven't been complete trash this year.
They've actually been better than last year.
They have been better than last year. They couldn't have been much worse than last year.
Mm-hmm.
The last time, this still is. Michigan should obviously still be favored in this one, especially
Yeah,
at
absolutely.
home.
But they were favored last year.
The last time they played at Michigan was that incredible finish where Michigan State won it on I believe a blocked punt or a drop punt by the punter.
I think it was a blocked.
It was botched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
botched
So
punt.
I mean, anything can happen in these rivalry games.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it's always fun to see Harbaugh's head explode.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Michigan still can't seem to get together an offense that won't turn the ball over. So as long as that keeps happening, I think we can keep saying that a shitty team could beat them, especially in a rivalry.
Yeah, I kind of half expect them to lose every week. And
Yeah.
it might not be this week, but it's coming.
Yep, it is coming. That offense is a lie-a-fucking-bility. Wilton Spate, thank God he's not out there anymore, but I don't know anything about this other kid. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and he's probably like 200 pounds, so I could throw him nowhere.
I'm going to give this one 4.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I don't have the faith. I don't think Harbaugh is gonna make the same
I feel like
mistakes.
very positive this week. I am, at least.
Yeah, Eamon's like on a cloud.
I am.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Also at 5 p.m. we have the famed Washington State University, who played on Friday last week and beat USC. Thank God somebody did, because honestly, I was gonna be so fucking mad if they made it into the playoff and then I had to watch them lose like 0-60 to Alabama. I mean, I just can't take much more of that. That's not what we made the playoff for, you fuckers. This is number 11. Deservedly so. Washington State University. This might be the best team Mike Leach has ever coached.
Yeah, the Cougs didn't Coug it last week.
They did not
They're at the Ducks of Oregon. This should be a really good one. I haven't actually.
This should be a good one. Oregon showed that they out-talented Cal last weekend.
Yeah, it wasn't really all that surprising. And
Yeah.
Autzen Stadium is a tough place to play, so that's why.
They still have the talent, that's for sure. They still have the speed. They still have the size.
We've seen what Washington State can do at home against a good opponent. Now they get to try it on the road.
Yeah.
And granted, Oregon isn't as good as USC, but
well, they're a team with almost as much talent, I think.
Yeah.
And with better coaching for sure.
Probably,
yeah. Willie Taggart's a much better coach than Clay Hilton.
Yeah, so this might be my favorite game of the day.
I think I'm going to throw this one down as our game of the week.
I'm going 4.5 on this bad boy.
I'm going 4.5 as well. This is 5 p.m. Saturday night. Bring some popcorn. Bring some fireworks. Bring a Washington State jersey. Because fuck Oregon. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that should be a really good one. Let's kick it.
What did Spencer Hall say after that game was over? Is that take knees, shots of Fireball, and make love to somebody.
Drink Fireball, make love. Yeah, something like that.
That's all you need.
Yeah. The NCAA fined Washington State University $25,000 for all the students rushing the field. That says everything you need to know about the NCAA right there.
Ridiculous. You can't police Pullman. Only Pullman does that.
You can't police a stadium with over 20,000 people. I don't even know, more than that.
Oh yeah,
it's tens of thousands of people.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you a $25,000 fine because you weren't able to stop tens of thousands of people from getting on the field.
Yeah, newsflash. The NCAA sucks. Shocker.
Yeah. I know. I'm telling you guys, there's breaking news right now. Like, oh wow, John, you mean the NCAA is a shitty organization that's just out to get free money wherever it can? I'm sure.
Turns out it's real.
Yeah.
Anyways, final game of the day.
University of Stanford. Stanford University?
Stanford Junior University.
At number 20 Utah. This is your late nighter, 7:15. There is one game that goes on after this, but we don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And
go Bears.
Yeah, go Bears, I hope.
But Stanford at Utah. This is an interesting one because they're very similar teams. They play good defense. They run the ball. Utah is.
I really don't know much about Utah this year.
They're up to 20 this year. That's I didn't really realize that, but I'm looking forward to this one. Stanford.
It's a down year for Utah too, and they're still at 20.
It's a down year for both of them.
Oh well, it's a down year it's a really down year for Stanford, but
although they've looked good since they lost to. USC.
KJ Costello is much better than I thought he'd be. Yeah, I think we're in for an okay one here.
Yeah, I'll give that one 3.5.
Stanford is on the roads. Yeah, so I'm going to give it 3.5. I don't think that there's a high probability of going badly. Holy hotties at the Yankee game. Whoa. And I believe, are we signing out?
I think that does it for us.
I think that does it for us, folks. It's
a bit of a light week.
Yeah, I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. 6
Are we gonna have an Alexandra cameo?
We only covered 6 games. Alexandra, hop in here. Hop on EAMONNS' lap, daddy.
I mean, I'm gonna have to because I framed it that way.
What's up, buddy?
Oh my god.
What's up?
Give us your hottest football take.
Yeah, Alexandra with the outgoing take.
Or baseball take.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh my god.
A football take. I like the pants. I like the perky butts.
Oh.
I like when they do the end zone.
The end zone dances.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alexandra
And
likes a little twerking.
She's pro twerk.
just a little amount, not enough to get fined.
Yeah.
Go sports. Hashtag.
And we're out.